All right, folks, this is Rex from TheRealForums.com, and I'm with Sky, is the productions administrator, Travis, global moderator, John Boy, is our HR administrator, and then Jake Mason, he's from the TRF Pro site, um, which we haven't released yet. That will be the next podcast. Um, Tonight we're just going to be bullshitting, talking about what the Real Forums itself is, how did it come about, features that we have on the site, who we're affiliated with, that sort of thing. John Boy,
Yes,
you're there, right?
I am.
Okay. John Boy is our HR administrator. Want to give him an opportunity to kind of introduce himself, let everyone know what he does with the community. Go ahead, John Boy.
Well, thank you, Leo. I appreciate that. I'm John Boyd, JB. I answer by a myriad of tags. I am the resident HR administrator, or for the lack of a better term, Leo's little helper. I'm, I basically, my role is to try to keep as much of the day-to-day chaos and BS off Leo's plate as possible. Provide or attempt to provide a degree of leadership and direction to some of our core membership, and in addition to handling the day-to-day HR deals and aspects that might come up. But basically, kind of a jack of all trades, stability element, I guess, um, mentor in some degrees, coaching others, and I guess a comic relief element if necessary and when possible. But more than anything, a jack of all trades. Try to keep as many day-to-day problems off Leo's plate as possible.
Now, what about the bacon though? Every time you get on, dude, I hear bacon. Where's the bacon? I'm not sure where all the bacon's coming from. Every day I get online, here's John Boy talking about bacon again.
The bacon aspect is kind of a pun, a tongue-in-cheek stab at another member, Hyphy. Heckler is his TRF name, but Hyphy has a coined phrase that he likes to use: bacon. Everything is bacon, which the primary premise being that if you add bacon to just about anything, it only amplifies it and makes it better. So it's a adjective used to amplify or to magnify any particular thing. In fact, bacon was a word of the day a couple of entries ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago, that we used in the my blog, my daily dose. But with that, a caricature spun off an alter ego, if you will, spun off of that with Captain Bacon, and I found a cartooniture complete with a strip of bacon, a cape,
Yeah.
and a mask. So we have our resident superhero on TRF, which is Captain Bacon, that will periodically swoop in
Bacon.
from time to time and save the day or interject or even start some shit every once in a while, depending on the tone and the amount of substance that Captain Bacon may or may not have consumed, which also is readily posted in our gallery. The the motivating factor in Captain Bacon's life, oftentimes that's a fresh batch has been posted on our gallery. But yeah, Captain Bacon is a comic relief to TRF, to the site from periodically from time to time.
Yeah, I've seen that your updated avatar there, dude, and he's not lying too. It's just fucking piece of damn bacon with a cape and arms and legs.
Well,
That's
actually,
awesome.
the caricature has got a pose. If you notice, Leo, he's kind of got one leg step out front and got his hands on his hips, and he's letting the cape flow through the wind. He's an offshoot of that Superman, from the '50s, Christopher Reeves type thing. But yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. You're talking about your daily dose, man. I love that. If anybody hasn't seen that, they need to jump on there. It's under the blogs tab, and as he says it's a daily dose of they either I think he's got a quote of the day, and then a word of the day, and then some random facts. I tell you, every time I get on, dude, I fucking check that shit out, and I always find something in there that, like, damn, dude, I didn't even know that, or something
Well, that
that's
was the
all
entire that was
interesting or
in
funny or something, dude.
well that was the intent. Again, it kind of goes back to the first question that you posed to me. What is my basic role? I got a $25 tag for sure with the HR admin, but my day to day role is kind of keep things rolling, kind of keep things the momentum going. Kind of a hype man, so to speak, and a stabilitating factor. But the daily dose kind of spawned off of people would message me, give me a PM, and say, "Hey, John Boy, what do I do about this? What do I do about that?" I people ask because I happen to, for those that don't know, I'm one of the more senior members of the organization. So senior not necessarily in time spent in the organization, but senior years on the earth. But they call and ask for life experience, kind of like a life coach, and you try to give somebody good, solid information, but you kind of try to temper it with a little degree of humor so it'll be palatable. And that kind of spun, and next thing you know, you're giving some advice and telling a joke and letting folks know some things. And Leo suggested you ought to do a blog, so that's how that came about. And
Oh, that's good too. And I remember you asking me, well, yeah, I'd love to do a blog, but how? What am I going to put in there? What do I want to put in there? And I just told you, dude, I guarantee you, you're going to start a blog. You're going to think about it a little bit and run with something that you feel comfortable with and something that you're already natural at, and it's gonna be successful. And you were it seemed like you were uneasy about it because you were unsure of yourself or unsure of what you were gonna put as far as content goes, and then you just ran with what you went with, the daily dose, and it worked out good, dude. I told you it would.
yeah, you did, and I appreciate that opportunity. But my proudest moment is one of the words of the day is being featured as with the new site sign up, the little feature that you have when a person, brand new user, logs in on TheRealForums.com, that little pop up window that if you haven't registered yet, that kind of entices a person. Trusticles is one of is
Yeah, trust.
one of the little adages that, hey, did you know this? And you can find out a little bit more if just join up. And this is, among other things, is some of the values that being a member of TRF can add to your daily day life and your day to day mundane existence. So I thought that was a proud moment in the Daily Doses short lived history. So I appreciate that, Leo.
Yeah, dude, we had to grab that trusticles, man. It got me, dude. But
Yeah, and experience as well. Experience, and that was something that you and that was created out of a conversation you and I had late one morning after playing all night. So yeah, I appreciate it.
yes, sir. Well, thank you. Infamous, Travis, our global moderator, is also with us. You still there, right, dude?
Of course, I'm still here, man.
Hey, I'm just making sure you didn't run off, get some bacon or something with. Oh,
Hey,
it seems like every time.
with all this talk about bacon, I think I could go for some bacon actually.
I'm saying, dude, every time we bring up food or someone's talking about food, you gotta say, "Oh, dude, I'm gonna go eat" or
That's
something.
pretty much how it goes.
So, what is it that you bring to the table on the site as a global moderator?
Well, I don't know. I like to think of myself as laid back. I usually like to take an open sort of perspective when I handle situations, but as far as my position on the real forums, is that what you're asking? Like, what do I do?
Sure, yeah, not necessarily your role as moderating the site, since there's not really a whole lot to
Yeah.
moderate, but everything that you do for the site and the community itself.
I don't know. I generally like to cheer people up. That's one thing I like to do. So if I see anybody who's down or needs help, I usually jump on that, try and get them back up to speed with everybody else, making sure they're having a fun time.
So you have
Um,
a cute skirt and pom poms and that sort of
yeah,
stuff.
fuck yeah, dude. I'm wearing that shit right now.
Well, hey, tiny chatter, it didn't happen, bro.
Tiny Chatter, it didn't happen. Oh, hey, funny story about Tiny Chatter, it didn't happen. Should we save that for a later podcast, or do you want to
Yeah, you
fill people in on that?
Tiny chat.
Tiny Chat.
no. that might be something you want to say. That might be the ace in the hole type that you might want to say, Travis.
That's all right. All right, we'll probably just save that. We'll just put it on the back burner for a little while then.
Tiny chat's dangerous, dude. I've seen some stuff go down in tiny chat.
Even with just our tiny chat, there's been a lot of stuff that's gone down, man.
What about the time when we were somehow connected to that other site and we had
Yeah, and
all?
then they were telling us to get the fuck off of their tiny chat,
Dude, that was
and then we
hilarious.
just pretty much petitioned them, and we just sat there until they all left.
Well, eventually they got booted.
Pretty much.
It worked out good. So you're the site cheerleader, more or less, correct? Is that how it goes? Site cheerleader. I think we lost Travis.
He's in my
We also have Jake as our pro staff on the TRF Pro site. Jake, what have you been doing lately for the community? What's your role?
I kind of been around everyone for a while, but here at TRF, Leo and I got together and we talked about what other options we can give members of TRF from a gaming aspect, not as much of a discussion in the forum. And TRF Pro discussed, and we now have our own gaming ladder system similar to Game Battles that members will be able to play with. Right now, we're kind of building everything and setting everything up, kind of like a preliminary stages. We're going to try to launch the beta here soon, but right now we're probably going to start working with some Reach and Call of Duty up until the new releases of Halo 4 and then Black Ops 2. And then once the site gets going, we'll have tournaments and then open ladders for anyone to join with. If you have a team or somebody that you want to play, you can register there and play with other people. With the tournaments, we're going to have a bunch of prizes and stuff, anywhere from Visa gift cards to Microsoft points to games or anything else that you could think of gaming related. We're also inviting any other gaming communities to be a part of this. Like Halo Unity is also an affiliate and helping us with the whole TRF Pro establishment and the building process. But then once everything gets going, the site's going to be sick. I see a lot of activity, a lot of potential. That's there, it's sitting, and I think it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited too, man. I've wanted, well, not just me, but I know a lot of the guys on our side and in the TXI community have wanted to see something like this in development for a long time. And I was sitting there one day, I was like, dude, we need to get it done. So um, we're getting pretty close to a release date. Working out the last few kinks of the integration with the forums itself and some graphics customization, and we'll be good to go. That actually brings me to Nori Bayek, who is our productions administrator. Tell us a little bit about what your role is going to be with not just the forum community, but with TRF Pro and the tournaments and events that we're going to have on there.
Well, I'm Nori Biak, and I'm the productions admin, and I have a lot of stuff planned for the TRF Pro launch, which includes a promo video, as well as a lot of montages of tournaments and introduction of teams and whatnot. And that's going to be pretty cool because we're going to be showcasing what people and other communities are doing within the tournaments and all of that. And I'm also doing all kinds of TRF related or TXI related montages and general machinimas and stuff like that. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, me as well. I think the other participating communities are going to really take an advantage of having a productions guy to put together some videos of their own events to be put on not just our site and our channels, but stuff they'll be able to put on their side as well.
Exactly. And
So-
I'm looking forward to working with a multitude of people from different communities and sites, and I'm willing to work with all kinds of people to get stuff done. I'm not against you. I'm with you. So give me your ideas, and we can work things out.
Indeed.
Hey fellas, I apologize for that. I was red barring right there, and I don't know, everything was lagging for me. So
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I like straight up asked you, something about what you were holding on to or what you were playing with, because I could hear some kind of background noise, and you just weren't there anymore, dude.
yeah, I don't know. You literally, for me, sounded like you were going through like a wind tunnel, like inside of a fish tank thing, lag massive. It was weird.
Well, that is exactly what I was doing, and I enjoyed every minute of it.
Oh, well, okay, hold on. Just give me a second. I'll get my pom-poms and my skirt, and I'll shake my ass for you. If that's
Oh,
okay.
it's about time. I'm pretty sure that's what I was asking you about in the first place, too.
Well, you definitely got the team support, and you have Infamous's cheering going on, so you're gonna win no matter what.
Well, that's good. So that brings me to another thing that I wanted to ask y'all about. Um, we got a lot of features on our site, and from what I've heard from a lot of the folks that have given us a visit from Halo Unity, is we're not just a forum. We have an arcade, a battle system, which just last night I freaked everybody about. Apparently, I was at work, and I started getting these text messages, from some of our members and one of our moderators saying, "Dude, we're getting attacked by spam bots." I was like, "What are you talking about getting attacked by spam bots?" He's like, "Dude, check it out for yourself." And I get on there and I look and I see that we have 100 new validating members within the last like 30 seconds. I'm like, holy shit, I gotta fucking look into this. This guy's legit. And then I noticed that one of our game developers was on the side installing a bot pack. I was like, oh, dude, don't have to worry about that, dude.
I clicked on and I was like, holy shit, why is like the whole mafia on our website?
Yeah, let's just say that almost got you fucked.
Well, the first thing I noticed when I logged in was all the mug shots of the famous gangsters that are now showing up on the gallery. When you said, wait a minute, I recognize that picture. Here's Pablo Escobar. You've got Jack Diamond on the site. You got all these notorious gangsters from history. Like, what the hell is going on? Then, and populated in between there every once in a while is one of a TXI member or TRF member in that profile in the gallery, and it was interesting to say the least when I logged on. But it makes for excellent gameplay in the battle system itself.
Right. Yeah. So basically, all it was a developer finally getting to a request that I made probably a couple of months ago. I've been waiting a long time for it. They installed the bot pack, and it's called the Mafia Group, and it just adds, I think it was 100 bots to the game, which, yeah, like you said, it just adds a whole lot more of the game, more members to attack and to attack you back, and it just makes it a whole lot more interesting. And I've noticed already that the battle system has increased in activity just since yesterday when we installed that pack. So it's good so far. But
yeah, I think there's just a certain amount of entertainment that people get from attacking notorious gangsters.
Well, there's a train of thought that there's a certain amount of a drilling rush that all gamers get because we share a common denominator in your personality type. That's why we're all gamers, that you like that competition and that competitiveness to begin with. So, but one of the things that Leo did say I deal a lot with the Halo Unity community, and that's one of the key features of TRF that everybody that I speak to has expressed they truly enjoy about TRF is the battle system and the gaming. Besides the camaraderie and the features that the site itself offers, but the battle and the arcade have been immense hits. When we first went on Unity and offered um, the arcade award, we had a flurry of activity with people coming on board with the site and utilizing the arcade. So, but the battle system, this is going to go over great. There's going to be a ton of activity behind this.
Yeah, agreed. It's it's interesting seeing, like you said, um, all the notorious gangsters, on the site now, and they appear as a regular member, so it throws you off, and it almost gets kind of excited. And I
You
haven't
know,
actually attacked somebody in a hot minute, and I just had to get on there and look at them and start
yeah,
start clicking away, dude. And
I
JB knows, man, I'm not one of those clickers. I I'm always, if I'm playing a game, I'm on the console or I'm in the arcade trying to beat my helicopter score. That's about it.
you know,
Well,
So
speak
there,
of them showing up as regular members, it's kind of funny because Bear added Al Capone, and he
what,
was
as
just
a
going
friend?
off. Yeah, he added Al Capone as a friend.
Oh yeah, shit.
that's bear for you. That is bear.
Yeah,
But Leo made a comment about his he has an addictive personality trait. I can testify a little known story about this. We have, of course, TRF is a dynamic gaming platform, international gaming platform for gamers to socialize, to meet, to gather, which makes it what it is. But little known, there's a complete section for our PC division and our PC friends that that's their game of choice. There's a section for TW or Tribal Wars. This is a little known story. I don't know if
Yeah, yeah.
Leo has ever shared this with you guys, but
Dude, you
uh,
almost got me hooked on that.
I almost got Leo addicted on TW, guys. And for those of you that don't know, and I won't go into a lot of detail about the game, but I will say this: I've ran across um, a bunch of old TW buddies. I'm being recruited to come back into this game, and the game itself had me addicted for about nearly 4 years. Hugely, hugely popular game, but highly addictive. I turned Leo onto it because I created a TXI clan within the game itself. And turned him on to it. And this guy went fucking berserk, guys. I mean, he went to attacking and nobling up villages, and you'd have to understand the dynamics of the game. But for about a week, he lost his damn mind. He must have added about 200 villages to his account, and he went from like maybe having 250 villages to 500 villages. He went from just a rank and file member to the top 20 in the game. And to put this in perspective, when this particular world started, it started with 33,000 players. And you can imagine being the top 100 of 33,000. So all of a sudden, Leo is become a member, a major player in this game, and he's getting his ass attacked left and right. And all of a sudden, he said, "Man, I can't do this shit, man. I'm starting to like it too much." It was funny as hell. I wish I would have recorded
so
it.
Leo, how many weeks did you call off of work for that?
Oh, I didn't call out of work, and that's why I was getting dangerous, dude. I was on there all the damn time. I'd be sitting in the bar, say, "Hang on a second, I'll give you your drink in a second." Put my phone down here.
Let me
Start
get this village. Hold on.
conquering some of these villages. All right, what do you want? What do you want? Get them a drink. Conquer a few more villages. I mean, it was bad, dude. It was bad.
And with that, if you see some new additions, guys, just throwing it out there, these are some TW gamers that I've reintroduced to the site again. Just kind of reminded them that hey, we're still here, and these are fanatical gamers, guys. This is a very, very well organized, tight knit community of gamers. Not quite to the extent of the WoW players, but they're not very far behind. They're in the same ballpark as the World of Warcraft gamers. That would be a huge addition to our site. But anyway, I just had to throw that out when Leo made the comment about he can get the clicking buttons and get kind of addicted to something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from what I gathered in the short period of time that I was on the game, I was amazed by the following that the game had and how hardcore these guys were about the game because it's not like Halo or Call of Duty where the graphics are, incredible. Unless you're talking about like a Forge map where it looks all like a bunch of gray shit. But the graphics aren't there. But it's, just something simple as far as, clicking and time management. But it'll hook you, dude. It's insane. And these guys are crazy about it.
Agreed.
Nori just got basted by Al Capone. Sorry, I just saw that.
Wait,
So, hey, do we want to have a brief talk about Team Defender, perhaps?
Team Defender? Are you talking about Modern Warfare 3?
Of course, I'm talking about Modern Warfare 3. What else would I be talking about?
Well, I'm pretty sure that we're the only group that plays Team Defender competitively. Because you look everywhere. You look MLG or any other, large competitive group, and they're playing what? Search and Destroy,
Or TDM?
Demolition. Yeah, but nobody plays Team Defender. I mean, why the shit not, dude? I mean, there's an objective part of the game. It's not just based off.
Yeah, it's heavily objective based. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, and I don't really see why people don't play it or include it into that type of playlist as far as competition goes, because
it's something that definitely, it's one of the playlists that definitely takes a lot of teamwork to be able to win.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go in there with two or just one other TXI member, and we'll get our ass handed to us just because you pick up those other guys that don't know how to play Team Defender, and you get screwed because if that game is strictly team based. If you don't know how to work as a team, and every single player, all six, have to play together, or you lose. So you go in with one or two other members, and you get your ass handed to you. But if you go in with a solid group, six TXI members, it's rare that we lose. I mean, I have a 71 win streak, and my win ratio is like 3.3 something. I mean, you go in as a team and you just can't be beat. But why it's not on the competitive side, yeah, I mean, it beats me. So that's the one good thing about, having some hands in the development of the TRF Pro side, because you'd be damn straight we're going to be putting Team Defender in there as a playlist.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's something that will showcase a lot of skill, because it definitely is one of those playlists, like I said, that you just can't be messing around in. You got to be focused and you got to be communicate.
Yeah, absolutely. It's darn right frustrating.
Do you remember when it was just a couple nights ago, actually? You, Toon, I think Bear, and I went in, and now correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure if it was Bear or not, but I know we had another person, and we were actually struggling just to keep our heads above water too, because we had other teammates that were running the flag where they shouldn't be running it.
Oh yeah, we had two Randys on the team, right? And we're like, all right, guys, fucking, roll with us, come with us. We can go this way. That way, the spawn flag's here. And if you never played Team Defender, the way it works is, imagine Team Slayer or Team Deathmatch, and in the beginning of the game, that's all it is. 6 guys, on each team, and then the first kill of the game, first death, is where a flag is going to spawn. And that's where a huge part of the game comes into play, of where the flag spawns, where the first death is. And if you have someone on your team that's not playing with you as a team, that goes on the opposite side of the map as the rest of your team and spawns the flag over there because they die, then you work the rest of the game trying to work that flag over to where you are. Because after the flag spawns, it carries amongst whoever's grabbing it for the rest of the game. So the game that he's talking about, when we had those two guys, I think at one point we had our base like locked down. We had the flag defended, and I'm pretty sure that I was holding the flag because I'm a designated flag holder. That way everybody else can just beast on the rest of the team. And I died, and before I could grab the flag again with my tack insert, one of the Randys grabbed it and he ran, towards the other team and gave them the flag, and they almost came back and beat us when we were up like huge. So it's definitely a game that can take a turn on you if you don't have a team. But
Yeah, I mean, especially if you look at playlists, especially like Search and Destroy, I think something like Search, it's kind of easy to take that on yourself, especially if the enemy team isn't somebody that's going to be able to combat you as well. Because especially if you're on offense, you can just run over and ninja plant. But
Search and Destroy is definitely something that you can win if you're a beast ass individual.
Basically.
So I am right there with you. I don't think that you need to have a really solid team to win. If you have one guy on your team that is godly, then you could have one or even three guys on your team that aren't that good, and you can still win. But that's just not the case with Team Defender. It's near impossible to win.
Everybody's got to just mesh together and lock shit down and hold it.
Yeah, for sure.
So I definitely want to see some of that on TRF Pro. That's for sure.
But we're talking about running in Team Defender with other TXI members. It seems like there's a little bit of confusion around Halo Unity, or even on Xbox when we recruit more members. The difference and the similarities or the relationship with TXI and TRF. Jake, what is really the difference between TXI and TRF? What's the relationship there?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
The relationship between TXI and TRF and the difference.
Well, the difference is TXI is its own gaming community, basically with clan ops and inviting members to be a community on more of a gaming aspect. In my opinion, TRF is more of a community based on gaming, but it's not specifically just about playing the game. There's other involvements and discussions and other things that happen. Like I know when we found TXI, everything's based off having a good time and playing games with your friends, which is what we do at TRF, but everything's not based on, hey, invite new members, put them in this uniform, they need to have this as their motto. TRF is more of a laid back, just place for people to hang out, play games, and have a good time.
Right. And to get in it deeper, the TXI gaming community is the sole sponsor of the TRF community, which is more it's more like a network of communities. It's not just one community. It's a general discussion board that networks communities together, similar to the way Halo Unity does, but it's not based on one game. It's not even based just for a game. We even have car clubs that are on the site. So it's the word community in TRF isn't only about gaming. It's about any type of community that you might have, or a group or team. And the nice thing about having your community hosted on TRF is you have so much more to participate in than just your one community. You have a discussion area for just about anything. And it seems like one of JB's place or JB's favorite hangout is the Babe of the Month. Babe of the Month, dude. I mean, that dude is
Dirty bastard.
posting up a nice piece of ass like every month, and he's always on there posting up the ladies. Or you got.
I mean, we even have the firing range too for any type of member that wants to talk about any firearms they may possess or any ones that they want to get some advice on or anything like that. It's basically a wide spectrum of any type of discussion you could possibly want to have.
Well, what I like to tell people, and I don't know, part of the role that I play in this is that as a front man, so to speak, which started, and let me interject this real quick. There is also a TXI presence, a little known TXI presence on Halo Sphere, which is a game that came out of the Halo charts website. And now with the advent of Halo Unity, the Halo charts community or the HC members that you see on TRF, we still play. We have a clan on Halo Sphere, a TXI clan. And just to pub that a little bit, we're moving up in rank. We're moving up in rank. We're in the top 100 now in that game. A lot of people don't know it. But there is a hardcore membership of TXI players that are still on Halo Sphere, which helped facilitate the relationship in Halo Unity because those same guys run Halo Sphere, run Halo Unity. But one of the things I like to tell people about it is TRF is TXI's standalone forum website that's dedicated for the social gathering and the interaction of avid gamers. But like as Leo said, there are a myriad of topics and conversations that you can have and participate with on the site, which is, believe it or not, one of the major draws that I've been told that people enjoy about TRF. That plus the fact that we're more adult managed and we're more liberal in our dialogue, so to speak. Some of the sites you go to are more family oriented, more Walt Disney censored, so to speak. You don't have that constraints for the most part on TRF, and a lot of people have come over, have expressed that is a major draw and a added value added benefit that they like about ours.
So basically, you're saying that they like that word dirty.
They like the fact that they can let their hair down and let shit fly. If they mess around and say shit on the site, they're not going to automatically be banned. Which Dirty Bear, I'll tell a real quick story. Dirty Bear, he was one of the first people that came over. I did a lot of about 6 months ago, heavily recruited people or was publishing the Halo Sphere website. Hey, come on, play with me. This is something you guys might like. And Bear came on, and the first thing he did, he saw me on, and he does this on TRF all the time. He said, JB, what's up, my nigga? And immediately got banned off the site. I mean, within 30 seconds. Got completely banned, and I had to...
Need you fucked.
Yeah, and I had to get with some of the admin guys, which I knew from back in the day, and say, hey, he didn't mean this like you're taking it. It actually is a colloquialism that I don't take offense to. I don't think anybody that understands takes offense to, and they allowed him to come back. But yeah, it was kind of funny. That was real funny, matter of fact.
That's awesome.
Jamie, you use the most sophisticated words I've ever heard anyone. Like words I have never even heard of. That word, like they flow so well. I know they make sense, but I've never even heard anyone say them except for you. You like study the dictionary.
My paternal grandmother was a retired English professor, and she required us to read a page of Webster's unabridged dictionary before we went outside. Remember now, I came up before the internet, Xbox, PlayStation. When you played ball, you actually went outside and actually with a ball and a bat. You didn't put a cartridge in. And before you went outside, you had to read a page of the dictionary, repeat the word twice, and use it in a sentence. She required a command knowledge of the English language, which has helped me immensely in my adult life. So, thank you. I appreciate it. I got that. I got the compliment, and I appreciate it. Thanks.
No problem,
Why do
man.
why do you think he's the boss, dude? Gotta have
Oh, I
the
know. I
smart
mean,
dude.
JB could be shit talking you. You would never know. Some words is like, is he complimenting me or what is he saying? But it's really interesting. 'Cause then it wants to make you like find out like, oh, what does that actually mean? Or I mean, you want to research it.
It's kind of one of those things where you just lay back and accept it.
It's one of those things where you need to relax and just let it happen, type of thing.
Yeah.
Most certainly. I mean, we've been talking about some of the features that we have on the site. It's crazy how we got here, because we started the site when I want to say the day that we bought the domain name was the 11th of February of 2011, and it's amazing how far we've come since then, considering a lot of the features that we have on the site didn't even exist at that time, because most of them, in which we went to programmers and developers and said, hey, it would be really cool to have this type of feature built in with this software that would work. And they're like, well, shit, let's get it done then. So it's pretty neat to be able to work with a lot of those developers and get things made, for the site, and then see what a big hit they are. Which makes me, really kind of wonder, when you look at the different features as far as, like the garage system or the battle or the arcade, or, the reputation leaders or the power leaders, the awards or tiny chat or, whatever. What is one of y'all's favorites, or what do y'all enjoy most out of any of the features that we have on the site?
So, what order are we doing this? Fuck it. I guess I'll go first. Uh, I have to say, I absolutely love the. Well, I suppose the battle would count. I absolutely love the battle. It's certainly fun to just hop on the site and jump in there and just kill some shit. And oftentimes I'll jump in there and find out I'm dead and I can't figure out how to fucking revive myself, so I just let it go. But yeah, I absolutely love using the battle. But I definitely love having the user galleries. I think it's interesting to see some of the photos that our members upload.
Yeah, I like shout bot. Probably my favorite. It's just a quick way of talking to each other. And there's always random discussions and stupid bullshit being posted. It's just something to take your mind off things and try to fuck around and talk to everyone.
Yeah, the shoutbox is good. I'm trying to get the developer to add another feature to that allows you to save your preferences as far as shouting. Like, you can go in there whenever you're about to make a shout and change the color of your shout, or change, the font or the size of your font. But you can't save that preference. You have to do it like each and every time you shout. I'm trying to get them to make it to where you can save those preferences. That way, every single time you shout, it comes out the way you want it to, which would be another way for people to customize the way that they're seen on the site. And from the feedback that I've gotten from him is he's going to work on it and see if he can make it happen. So hopefully that'll be something that we'll be able to introduce in the near future.
Yeah, that's something I'd definitely like to see. The ability to save your prefs in the shout box. That's
Yeah. And
definitely something that would benefit.
As far as you getting on the site and always finding that you're dead, it's probably Darkstorm's part. I mean, it's got to be his fault, dude, because he's always on there fucking taking everybody out. He's probably killed me shit.
Yeah, I didn't even play that game, man.
300 times already.
Yeah, KS is a beast. He was one of the very first people that came over from Halo Unity that was awarded the TRF arcade award. He has the ability while he's at work to log on the site. He's fortunate that his employer does not filter that site. Unfortunately, mine does. Otherwise, I'll be doing the same thing he does. But yeah, he's a beast on those arcades. He's taken over the high score on a bunch of games, and he's always on the battle. But one
You
of the
know,
things.
oh, sorry about that. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, no, no. Go ahead, boss. Go ahead. I'm just
Well,
rambling.
actually, no, I was just going to split into another feature, so it would be kind of pointless. So go ahead and finish, AB, man.
Oh well, we were asking while we were mentioning what we like about the site, and believe it or not, one of the things that I like, I believe a lot of people take for granted, but unless you um, navigate and go around a lot of other gaming communities, which I do, to pub the TXI and TRF name brand, our award system is extremely unique, and the way we have it outlined and the myriad of varieties that you can acquire just through your activity, your gameplay, your socialization, that's not featured everywhere. About the closest that I've seen so far that even close comes close to mirroring what we do with our user awards would be the Halo community, their award system, the HC Guys community, which, by the way, is a full-fledged affiliate of TRF, the Halo community. And great guys, super players, great guys. Uh, if you haven't had an opportunity to play with them, do
Yeah,
so.
I got an award from Halo community the other day for getting fucking betrayed by Shocky's ass. Fucking
Yeah,
playing with that dude,
You
taking
know,
me out all game.
it's funny
Like,
because
here,
there's
let me
actually
hook you
we
up with
have that we do have that award here on TRF for if you get betrayed by you, Leo.
yeah, we do. We've
Yeah.
added that, Leo. You might not know that, but yeah, well, you got
You gotta
a
be
Leo.
shitting me.
Yep, the
Uh,
Reximus fan club.
yeah, yeah, and
Oh my
I'm
god.
I'm a charter member. Matter of fact.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
That's
I am.
ridiculous.
There's we even have bacon.
You got bacon now? Oh,
We
I've
got
been waiting
bacon.
on. Hey. I'm logging on now to get my pound. I'm logging
Bacon.
on right now to get my pound. Uh,
Oh yeah.
outstanding.
You.
But that's that is one of my favorites. And again, I'm a member of probably a half a dozen or more gaming communities, and always trying to put the TXI TRF name brand out there, and to some degree of success. If I shamelessly add, but that's one of the things I love about our site is the variety of awards that you can get, and you'd be surprised what that little banner means to people, because I'm the contact for TXI and Halo Unity as far as giving the awards. Leo graced me with that added recognition of that responsibility. You would be surprised once you post an award on Halo Unity that associated with TRF, how many requests, how many times people will send you a message. Hey, I qualify for this award. Hey, I'm supposed to get this award. They want that little banner under their post name. They love it. People love it.
Plus the fact that other members can they can suggest any type of an idea that they have for an award. I think that's superb to have on the site.
I answered one today, matter of fact. I certainly did.
Well, that reminds me. I just heard an owl passing through a minute ago. It's quite amusing. Even if I don't sound amused, I'm more amused than any of y'all, at least. Most certainly so. You.
There it is. There it is.
I think we
So hey,
recorded that.
one thing that I suppose we should try and cover now is our affiliates.
Oh yeah, we got. Well, we were just talking about one a moment ago, Halo Community, um, and I want to say, Halo Community we've had a mixer with, and it was awesome. Um, and although, well, I heard it was awesome, I was the odd man out who had to work, and that same goes with the NGA mixer that we just had. That was just a few days ago, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Uh,
that was just a couple days ago. Yep.
and I missed that too because I had to work. Um, I work shit almost every day or go to school, so I miss all the cool stuff, and I get home just in time to do work. So, yeah, Halo Community and the National Gripball Association are both affiliates of ours who we've been fortunate enough to have a mixer with. Um, Forge Cafe is actually working with Halo Unity and TRF on our TRF Pro playlist for Halo. They're doing some of the map designing for the Tuck playlist, which is the Unity Cafe, which is a combination of TRF, Halo Unity, and Forge Cafe all thrown together, which is going to be our Halo playlist. And then Project H3 is another one of our affiliates that actually I need to pay a visit because I haven't seen that dude in a hot minute. Infamous, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, buddy.
Your mic cracked again.
Wait, it's cracking now. What?
Yep. Your mic cracked again.
That's not good.
You're probably turning it on and off again.
No, I'm not. I'm not touching anything. Is it doing it now?
It's doing it right now.
It's doing it right now.
I can hear it.
Wait, is it? It's like clicking?
No, it's not really clicking. I'm just talking shit.
Oh my God. Only Leo.
Hey,
And speaking of talking shit, I don't see my bacon. There is not a pound of bacon that I can find.
Don't know if Greg actually set it up or if Bear set it up yet as an award. All I know is I did the graphics for that shit. So somebody's gonna have to upload it.
I got you.
So you made it. It hasn't gone up yet.
No, it hasn't gone up yet.
Well, I'm gonna have to do something about it, dude.
Yeah, all I know is I got a PM from Greg and he said, "Here, make these awards." And then I saw on that list was bacon, and the description for it was, "I don't know why Leo wants this, but Leo wants it."
We need bacon. We need bacon.
That's what I'm saying. That's the gist of what I've got. When JB comes on the site and he's talking about something, one day after the other and the other, then it's got to be important. So
it's only fitting that we give Captain
Bacon
Bacon the Bacon Award.
That's absolutely your resident superhero. You know,
Yep.
Cape flying in the wind.
Keeping us safe from being starved and all that good stuff.
Absolutely, especially now that we have this notorious gangster presence on the site.
Yeah, we definitely need Captain Bacon to save our asses from that.
You're damn right you do. Damn right.
Especially Al Capone. He kind of scares me a little bit.
You know, I'm looking at some of these mug shots, and these are some of the most notorious people in history. I don't know if you guys have panned over and seen some of these mug shots on the in the gallery right at the very first page. This is awesome. Some of these people that this guy's added here.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's interesting.
And some of these go back really like a long, long ways.
Long way.
Oh, you're talking about these the mafia guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't looked through all of them. I know Al Capone's on one of them, just because it seems like Al Capone's getting picked on by everybody right now. Because when you attack somebody, at least the first attack that you have of the day, it shouts it in the shout box that you were attacked or you attacked somebody, and then it also tells you whether you were successful or whether you got killed. And I'm seeing, through this whole shebang here, everybody's getting fucked up by Al Capone. So I guess everybody likes him more than any of the other guys.
I think they're all just trying to gang up on him, so that way they can just outnumber him, make it a little easier. That type of thing.
Or he has the most name recognition. Some of these guys, some members might not be familiar with. which might be a real good entry to the YDD. I can randomly pick some of these guys and add a link to their bio to have some user familiarity with it. That'd be cool. I can do that. It's just another added dimension to the YDD. I was thinking about what else I could add to it anyway. We can do that.
What
Well, there
about
you
this
go.
Joe the Boss Masseria? What about that dude? I haven't heard about Joe the Boss. Um, you know Joe the Boss?
I don't. A lot of these, and I'm panning over them right now, Leo, as we speak. Look at this guy, David Barksdale, King David. I have no idea who this guy is. So, yeah, I might pick one of these a day and add to the YDD, said just as a link that you can just link to it. So maybe we can get some ideas why they're there and why they're notorious.
Now you might have to add one of these guys
Oni
in
the
your
Killer Madden. That's an interesting name.
might have to add one of these guys in your daily dose too.
That's what I'm saying. The YDD, your daily dose.
Oh yeah, dude.
I'm entrenched with acronyms. I apologize. I don't know. I'm programmed like that with the acronyms.
I follow you. That's good. What about the MSD acronym? You know about the MSD?
MSD? No, I don't. Not in the respect that you're speaking.
Man, dude, that's the mushroom stamp of disapproval.
I haven't been graced with that one yet. That's one award I don't think I have yet.
That's because you're not like Infamous right here the other day, dude. Always appearing online
Oh
on Xbox
shit!
Live. Yeah, you got the MSD.
I got the mushroom stamp.
Who else did? I know Bad did because
He got
shit.
it because yeah,
he was on Tiny Chat.
yeah.
He
Tiny
said
chat. There we go. We're
back.
referencing it again. Tiny chat.
Down in chat, and no. Actually, when I said you might want to hold that back, I thought it was the bad incident that you were getting ready to talk about, and I was going to say, hey, that could be the crescendo of the ending, the sprinkles on the cake, so to speak, because I heard about that. Unfortunately, I wasn't on.
Well, is this the cake that we're
Witness it.
about to put the sprinkles on right now?
It might as well.
Well, then go ahead, Leo.
Dude, this dude. I mean, shit. We've been in the Tiny Chat for a couple hours, and I want to say during those couple hours, he showed us a couple, Bud Light Limes, which is what he likes, and then I'd only had a couple Heinekens, and I ran out of Heineken, so I moved over to Dos Equis because that's what the most interesting man in the world or in the universe, tells everybody. If he's gonna drink beer, then that's the beer to drink. So shit, I gave it a try when I ran out of Heineken. And some point in the evening, after all of us were fucked up, he says, "Shit, guys, this beer's got to go somewhere. I'll be right back." Then he comes when he's through doing his business. He comes back, shit, he's like half naked or some bullshit. And we're like, what the hell's going on, dude? His like pants are half falling off. We're like, dude, what's going on, man? You're getting
Mushroom
MSD,
stamp of disapproval.
dude, you got disapproved, man. And then there was, I'm pretty sure Prodigy got the MSD award because what were we playing? I'm pretty sure it was Team Defender. Motherfucker rages and he fucking quit out on us. We're like, dude,
He fucking rage quit on you guys?
dude, he rage
He
quit.
rage quit. Got to put the emphasis on the rage.
Dude, rage quit.
That's the rage with a capital fuck.
I mean, he made, and for those that know Bad Intents, dude, he made Bad Intents look like a bunny rabbit. I mean, it was done. He rage quit. It was over. So
I didn't even know it was like physically possible to make Bad look like a bunny rabbit.
I didn't either.
Well,
Bad is intense when he rages.
Yeah,
dude, I'm telling you, dude, it was insane. It's hard to believe that it's humanly possible, but evidently it is. So I'm pretty sure that Halo 4 is the most anticipated game of the year. Considering it's the only game that I had pre-ordered. Um, I don't know if any of you guys are getting Black Ops 2, but I'm most certainly not.
Yeah, I
Uh,
don't even have it. I don't even have it pre-ordered.
I, I'm not going to play it. I mean, if as long as they don't screw up Halo 4, then that's that's probably what I'm going to be playing for the next long while. I don't really see myself getting off of it.
Yeah, yeah. I hope it carries us a long ways, man. I see a lot of promise in that game.
Well, I'm real anxious to find out about the group feature. I was reading, somewhere about uh, groups on Halo 4, and the way I interpreted it was um, like a second friends list, similar to the Halo 2 structure with the clan list. Although, it's not called a clan anymore, it's called a group where you can put together another list of friends that are associated with that group. And that group could be used for your community or for your squad or division or whatnot. And if that's true, then I think TRF as a whole, TXI most certainly, and Halo Unity uh, is going to have huge success with the release of Halo 4.
Speaking of the release of Halo 4, I can't even believe that we didn't think about this before, especially when we were covering site features. Though it's not exactly a feature, it's more of a topic or an area, but how you can announce different events and get feedback on those events and tell people how to sign up for them. It's definitely something I like.
Oh, you're talking about under the site goodies
Yeah.
or the
Well,
actual event?
specifically for events. Yeah, specifically for the events.
Oh, okay, right, yeah. No, it's definitely a good outlet for our affiliates. Uh, any of the TRF affiliates or partners are able to utilize that section and post up the events that they're having at their communities. Um, and same goes with posting up news. If if they have some news that they'd like to get out to more people and use TRF as an outlet, then they're able to do that as well on our front page. Um, so it's definitely a good resource and outlet uh, for those affiliates to use. But Halo 4, man, I'm anticipating it and I'm excited, but at the same time, I don't know why, but I feel like I'm going to be disappointed.
Yeah, there's
Uh,
no doubt about that.
and I think it's just because, I mean, like all of us, and I mean, I'm speaking on behalf of all of this because I have a lot of positivity that I'm right, that everyone's really looking for it to be closer to Halo 2 than any other Halo release that we've had. Um, and I just don't think that it's going to happen. I think there's going to be too many reach characteristics, and the worst of them all, which has been an issue, all along, is not having dedicated servers. That's the biggest disappointment of the game already, and it just makes and creates so much frustration in a game when one person on this team can kill you with 4 shots, and then if you're on a different team and you don't have hosts because the guy on the other team does, you can't kill him in 4 shots. It takes you maybe 5 or 6 shots. It just makes it very unfair.
Yeah, that host advantage is definitely killer. That's something that I was super stoked about when Gears 3 came out, especially since Gears of War 2 and that alike was horrible with host advantage. It was just you could not hope to win any type of shotgun or close range battles like that because you would just get just pooped on by the host no matter what happened.
Yeah, it doesn't happen. And JB knows firsthand about it too. I mean, hell, he and I were rolling just the other day, and he was telling me, he's like, dude, it's nothing I can do, man. I'm shooting him, but it's just not
He's
happening.
not dying.
That's just how it goes, and it's going to continue to happen in Halo 4, and that's going to be a disappointment. But at least we'll have the battle rifle back without any of that bloom shit that we deal with the DMR.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
But hell,
that will help.
yeah, I think it'll definitely help, and it'll be more fun, dude. I mean, the battle rifle has forever been, the Halo weapon, and the gun of choice ever since it was released in Halo 2. So, but shit, dude, I'm not sure how long we've been broadcasting, but we're making a hell of a job for our productions, dude, as far as editing goes.
Yeah, he pretty much hates our penis right now.
Well,
He loves it. He loves it.
He loves it.
He loves it. He loves it. I'm glad. And look, this will be a real good junction to say this. I for one am extremely glad to see Nori back. He was sorely missed. He was one of the very first people I met when I went back to platform gaming. When I left the poker arena and went back to my first love, which is video games, Nori was one of the very first people that befriended me, and I'm glad to see him back. He was sorely missed. I'm glad to see him back. Shameless plug.
I'm glad to see you too, JB. I missed you.
I
missed everyone. And, I came back because, well, I love TXI, I love TRF. There was some drama in the past, but that's in the past, I'm back. I want to do production stuff. I want to move all that forward. So.
Well, good, yeah. And I'm glad to hear that. I've seen that sentiment echoed with a lot of resurgence of new old members, so to speak. A lot of people are coming back, revisiting the site again, seeing some of the additions and seeing how it's matured in its nature. And again, this will be a good junction. Leo, appreciate everything you do, buddy. You've done a hell of a job leading this organization through some turbulent waters, some turbulent times. You've done well, and I'll look for the check in the mail later. But you've done a good job, dude.
Well, that dude's buttering the bread, man. He's buttering the bread.
On both sides, baby.
On both sides. Hey, I told you how it went with that lady at Mac Brown's football clinic. I told you about that, right?
No, you didn't tell me that when you didn't share that story with me.
Man, you had to have forgotten or something, or maybe I didn't tell you. I guess. Yeah, I'm a bartender when I'm not studying. I worked at a banquet at the football stadium on the University of Texas, and it was Mac Brown's, who's the head football coach for the Longhorns. He had a women's football clinic, and so I bartended for it, and it was about 900-ish ladies that I had to serve drinks to, which was an event itself. And I met this one gal, and her name was Kathy, and she worked for Budweiser. She said, "Hey, dude, you're awesome. Here's my card. Email me. I'll hook you up with some tickets." I said, "Tickets?" Like, I always work the games because I work in one of the suites for all the home games. She's like, "Well, I can get you tickets for anything." I was like, "Well, shit. I want to go see the boys play." She's like, "Email me." She said, "Email me. I'll get you some tickets." So I said, "Oh, well, shit. I'll be emailing you then." And she said, "Well, I've given my card before and, told them to email me before, and I've never heard anything. I'm like, well, you be damn straight. I'll be emailing you about this. So I shot her over an email, and she said that she was going to hook me up with some tickets. So I haven't heard back yet, but I'm hoping she does. And if she does, bet your ass, dude, we're going to be going to see the boys in Jerry's house.
That'll work. That'll work. That'll be a great time. That'll be a great time.
No, that's right. I'm not a real big fan of Jerry and what he's done. I mean, he's got a nice stadium, but that's all he's that's all he's really done, and seems like that's all he really cares about. But it'll still be great to go see the boys play. So, and probably lose too. They're not looking very good, man. They're not looking very good. They need to They need to slap Tony Romo around and get somebody else in there. Something, dude.
I grudgingly admit that I'm a diehard Cowboy fan. For those that don't know, but yeah, I have to grudgingly agree with that assessment. Romo needs to go.
Well, he's a good quarterback. I mean, he can make plays and he can extend plays, but when it comes down to playing when he needs to play, he chokes. He chokes. And as much power as he has to win games for the boys, he has just as much power to lose the game for the boys.
Yeah, point taken. Point taken.
But shit, if we keep going, we're just gonna venture off and be talking about God knows what, because that's typically how it goes with conversations with us. So, um, thank you all for listening in. We're gonna call it a night. Um, pay us a visit if you haven't already. Um, and we'll catch y'all next time on the next podcast. We'll be releasing TRF Pro and giving you all the scoop and details on how to join and how to start competing. Night, y'all.